Okay, I'm going to do this in a couple different videos, and I apologize as it will be a little bit slow because I'm here by myself. I have no one to hold the camera. So if you look, this is the Wolfgang that I just downloaded. This is the one that I'll be deleting. As you can see, he doesn't have any titles, and I've already removed him from any roster. So he should be good to go. Let me go to the deletion tool. Now I'll scroll down to Wolfgang. If you look, the only Wolfgang I can delete is the one that I've just added to a roster that I just downloaded. The one that I want to delete that isn't on a roster and doesn't have any titles says that it's being used in Universe Slot 1. Fair enough. What you need to do, and this is just for the first thing, I'll be loading other videos. Unfortunately, there's no other way that I can figure out how to do this. What you need to do is go to Edit Shows, choose any show, go to Participants, add someone and remove someone, so don't actually add them to the show. Just pretend you're going to and then hit save. Okay, everything's good here. Now we're going to go back to the deletion tool. Let's go back to Wolfgang. I'm also going to be removing Joe Coffey as well as Mark Coffey in this same video. These are the ones I'm no longer using. Okay, let's make our way down to Wolfgang. And there's the Wolfgang that didn't have any titles, wasn't on a roster, that it wouldn't let me download a moment ago. Okay? If I choose anything other than the top option, it deletes parts that I don't want it to delete from wrestlers that are part of rosters or just ones that I want to keep. So I always have to choose the first option. Okay, that doesn't take too long. That's done. It's always a good idea to go back out and go back in. Now I'm going to go to custom images. Okay, so I'm just going to find one for somebody that I've deleted. Unfortunately, there's no easier way to do this. It's literally line by line. And actually, I'll use this as an example because I saw Joe Coffey back here. Okay, so there's a part being used by Mark Coffey, the one that I downloaded. So obviously, I don't want to delete that, and the system won't let me anyway, which is great. Okay, so here we go. So Google stop. So here we go. So this is one of the old Gallus ones. These were from the Mark and Joe Coffee that I had downloaded. Even though I've deleted the wrestlers and you've seen that they were deleted, their images are still here but not used. I'm just going to try to see if I can find something for Wolfgang to confirm. But I don't want to make this video too long either. Okay, these are more for Mark and Joe Coffee. As you can see, not being used, but I'm going to have to go in and delete them myself because it's using up all my images. Okay, so I'm just going to go out of this for a second and go back in and go to the bottom just to show you the other issue I said about the number of images that you have. I haven't deleted those other not used images. Until I do that, the amount of images I have is going to be probably in the 800s. Okay, so these are all renders. Actually, sorry, these aren't renders. These are renders that aren't being used. Let's see if I can find one for Wolfgang for you. There's the image for Wolfgang. You've seen it. It says it's not used. There's the one for Mark Coffee. There's the one for Joe Coffee. And if you look at my total number of slots, I'm at 819 of 900. Actually, I think I'm over that. So without removing the other parts that are no longer being used, or the other images, sorry, I'm at 845 of 999. So what does that do? It prevents me from being able to download any new CAWs or layers, parts, faces, anything like that. So as you can see, that's the major issue that's happening. And as a result, once you get to 999, you can no longer add any images. You can download CAWs until your slots are full, but you cannot add images. And just to show you that I'm not out of slots and that's not the reason why it's happening, and as I download new wrestlers, I always delete the old ones the same way I showed you. So it's not like I have multiples of the same person. I'm not doing that. A lot of times they don't even have second attires, which is a little ridiculous considering you should be able to have two attires for everybody. There's Wolfgang with his render, even though you've seen that it wasn't being used. Right now I have 5 empty slots that aren't being used.